So, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. So, today our topic is holistic lifestyle techniques. Basically, we have already did holistic lifestyle, the part one, right? Part one, part two also we covered. This will be the part three, kind of part three. So, the part of this part three, so various techniques today will be learning, right? Very, very valuable technique. Every technique will be much, much useful for your day-to-day life. Okay, let's learn one by one. The first technique what we are going to learn today is one mudra which will guarantee your heart for 100 years. Okay, it means your heart, especially when the heart is working continuously, how does you take care of the longevity of the heart? So any problem, any issue comes with respect to a heart problem, like palpitation, like a lot of sweating is coming, chest pain is coming, some gastrics happen in the heart region, heart pain is coming, heart attack is about to happen, any kind of symptoms, whatever it may be. So this mudra you practice. One mudra I'm going to give you. So forever, lifelong, you can use this mudra. Okay. So try to use this. I'll be giving you that. Right now. Yes. This mudra is called Apana Vayu Mudra. Okay, try to remember this. Apana Vayu Mudra is going to guarantee your heart for 100 years. Any problem, any issue related with respect to heart, okay, this is a mudra. When you are practicing mudra, sit straight always. I'll try to give one guidelines. So next onwards, you follow that. So if you have to sit straight in the chair or wherever, you sit comfortably, sit straight, back erected, and your hands must be clean. No nails should be there. Nails should not be there. Okay. Right. These are the minimum guidelines are required. And before practicing mudra, you should close your eyes and take 3, 4 long breathings. So 3, 4 long breathing and then start mudra. Okay. So this mudra, how to practice? See here. So this index finger slowly touch base of the thumb finger. Okay. Then the other middle finger and ring finger slowly touch the tips of the thumb finger. Okay. And the other finger must be straight. Okay. Like this. Similarly, in the other hand, both hands. So mudra must be practiced in both hands. Okay. Do like this and keep it like this. Keep it on the thighs. Keep it on the thighs and start practicing. Even it's like this mudra is going to work like a injection, my dear friends. How it's going to work? It's like any injection somebody takes. If any heart issue something comes, if you go into emergency, it works like that. So mostly we have seen many cases basically. Many people they practice this mudra if you get any heart issue or going to hospital. So by the time they reach, it will come. They'll also come back. It will protect them. That is why. So this mudra is also called Mruta Sanjeevani mudra. Why do we say Mruta Sanjeevani mudra? So it will try to avoid the person from the edge of dying, the edge of the dying. So that's why it's called Mruta Sanjeevani Mudra also. Okay. So this mudra is so powerful. After practicing this mudra, end of that again, 5 more minutes. For example, this mudra, minimum we say that healthy people can practice 10 to 30 minutes per day. Okay. Morning, afternoon, evening. So even if you don't have any issue also, you can keep practicing this. This mudra has got not only this benefit, but there are many more benefits are there. This mudra. It's a wonderful mudra, the part of mudra science, my dear friends. Okay. And if anybody is having problem, so heart problem, heart issue, just put this mudra within maximum 1 minute to 2 minutes. You'll feel the difference. Definitely you'll feel the difference. Such is the mudra. So what are the other benefits are there for this mudra? So let's see the other benefits, friends. So this is that's what we said. It's considered as very best mudra and very beneficial for heart disease. Provide the instant relief to the person who is suffering from heart attack. Okay. And helps it to keep his blood pressure under control, very much control. And any chest pain, fatigue, sweating are happening, immediately controlled. Okay. And this mudra removes the blocks in the blood vessels also, my dear friends. And also, any irregular heartbeats are controlled very much. Okay, it's very, very important. And it also controls the excessive sweat in the feet and hands. Some people have, like in the hands and in the feet, there'll be sweat will be coming out. So just for no reason. right? That also will be controlled if you start practicing this. And also it will cure the acidity problem. If anybody is facing acidity problem, it will cure very much. Migraine headache will be reduced, and it is beneficial if at all you get any teeth pain inside. The teeth pain also will be reduced. So it also, this mudra can work rheumatism, spondylitis, Parkinson, paralysis. In these cases also this mudra works very greatly, my dear friends. So start practicing this mudra, and this mudra also, practicing this mudra in certain occasions. Let me tell you, there are certain occasions where this mudra is very, very wonderful. What are those? So when there is insomnia, somebody is not feeling, somebody is not getting sleep in the night times. Yes, insomnia, you get a wonderful answer for that. And also there is somebody is having over exertion in the body, over stress, maybe physical stress, for example. So then also this mudra will work very high. Okay. And also when you are climbing the staircases and hills, friends, when you are climbing the staircase and hills, that time also put this mudra. So keep this mudra and then start climbing the staircases or hills, then you don't get fatigue. You don't feel like, fatigue or kind of a, so you got tired. So nothing, that kind of feeling will be there. You'll be keep so energetic if you keep this mudra and start climbing the staircases. So it's very, very important. Okay, try using this now. So the next holistic lifestyle technique. So one of the very important tip I'll try to teach you in the acupressure, friends. In the acupressure, there are emergency points, very, very emergency points. So these points also try to start learning this very, very important. What is this? One is heart attack. If anybody is getting an heart attack, so how do we avoid the further damage or to come out of that? Okay, we see the first mudra also works for the heart attack and heart related issue, but that is mudra. Now in the acupressure also there is one wonderful point, right, friends? See the where that point is existing in the physical body, left hand, only left hand, and also in the especially left hand and little finger. Okay, little finger, this point, this point. Okay, this point. So if somebody got heart attack and you know that is being taken to hospital, yes, keep pressing this. By the time he go to hospital also, he may revive back. Otherwise, the further damage to the heart will be immediately controlled. This point, this point, okay, this point. I will forward the PPT or presentation what I'm giving you now. Okay. So once you get that, go through that, you understand more. Okay. And you'll straight away, you can find out where is that point by seeing the picture. Put all the confusion here. Okay. But there's no confusion. I'm telling you, this is the point. This point, keep pressing 20 times like this. Press, release, press, release, press, release. This point is existing only on the left hand, on the little finger, and beside the nail. Okay, it's very important. So that is one point. So what is the other point is epilepsy, friends. So there is epilepsy also is a important point for you. So that also you need to, we can use that. So what is the epilepsy point? See here. For the epilepsy, if somebody got epilepsy, they got that is fits especially. They got unconscious. They gone into unconscious mode. Now here, this is a point. Keep pressing. Press like this, release. Press like this, release 20 times. Then you will wake up. Okay. So that is the emergency point for epilepsy people. Okay. And other thing is there is one more point called stroke. If anybody get brain stroke all of a sudden in front of you, then what are the points, various points which you can press so that you'll be able to be protected or the further damage will not happen. Okay, you can arrest the damage. Okay, what are the points? See here, take both hands, any hand. Okay, the first thing is these points are called brain related pituitary and pineal gland points. Okay, start pressing this. So 10 times you press. Okay, and also this tip of this finger, this finger, this finger, this one. These tip of the fingers also you start pressing. Okay, this also each 10 times like that. And finally, one point is there, gallbladder point. See here, this line. So here, this point, start pressing. See, anytime when you are doing the acupressure, either you use this thumb at 90 degrees, otherwise you can use this kind of tools. Okay, anything is fine. But when you are pressing, press like this, keep it for 5 seconds and release it. Press like this, keep it for 5 seconds, release it. So this point. These are the points, especially which will work wonders for the, especially the this in the case of brain stroke happens to anybody. And finally, one more point is here. So the other point is called lymph gland point. See here, two fingers below, two fingers below, exactly. The two fingers below, you just mark it one point here. This point is called lymph gland point. This is the immunity point on the physical body. Okay, this point is very important. So after pressing all other points, so for the brain stroke, press this point for 10 times. Okay, 10 times minimum. Press it, release it. Press it, release it. So this how, so you are going to be protected basically from the so-called this one, brain stroke, my dear friends. Very important. So start using this now. So the next holistic lifestyle technique, one of the another tip which you want to share today is drinking water. Method of drinking water, quality of drinking water. What is the purpose of drinking water? Remember, purpose of drinking water is number one. The point number one is, friends, in order to hydrate all the cells, the proper hydration of the cells, the bodily cells, number one. Number two, to whatever the toxins and all these things happen, right? The waste material, in order to have proper excretion, you also need the water. The third point is, in order to supply the proper amount of minerals to the physical body or for all the cells for their own functionality, we have to supply proper amount of minerals. That also will be supplied through the so-called through your water. So the water has got this much purposes. Okay, it's not just yes, it's not that just we are taking water, my dear friends. Of course, water also will have the hydrogen and oxygen. Part of the water, H2O it will have. So and then what will happen is basically in order to keep your blood purified, and also in order to keep your so-called the kidneys to be purified, kidneys has to be properly maintained and it has to be healthy, then you need to have proper amount of drinking water. Okay, when you have the proper amount of drinking water, the drinking water also, friends, so quality of drinking also very important. That's also very important. What is the quality of the water, drinking water? We need to take care. One is pH value, other is TDS value. The TDS value of the proper drinking water must be between 150 to 200. But what we drink outside, any mineral water, can water, whatever we get to our house, right? Or to our house, so that will have only 30 to 50, which is not good. Okay, try to understand this. Take care of this. And pH value should be always, it should be 7.2 and above. It cannot be 7, 6 or below 6 or below 7. All that is a so-called acidic water. So whenever you have pH value 7.2 the above, that's called alkaline water. So always drink the alkaline water, right? What is the best way to treat the water? My dear friends, best way to treat, there are a lot of methods, okay? UV filtration, reverse osmosis, there are many techniques, isn't it? But for every technique, there is a disadvantage also, and also costly affair, isn't it? So that's very important. So what we need to do is, we can definitely work with, or we can utilize our own ancient method of filtration. What is the ancient method? All our ancient rishis and our gurus and masters, and as well our ancient elders, right? So what they used to do is, they used to filter the water, or they used to purify the water with the help of the copper vessel. Okay, take one copper vessel, put 120-liter water overnight. Okay, overnight. Then keep it as it is. And the next day morning, your water is purified, structured, and as well all the impurities are cleared. Okay, your virus, bacteria will be killed, and any the particles are there that also will be attracted towards the edges of towards the walls of the that vessel, copper vessel. So it does all the functionality, and also it introduces free electrons into the water, so that your water will be energized, right? So there's a the free electrons are there in the outer layer of the so-called the copper element. Okay, so those will be released into the water. So that's how the water also gets energized, structured. So it's very beneficial, friend. That is why our ancestors, whatever they do, it has got a lot of scientific background. Don't just think that they are blind beliefs. That is the problem. So today we are facing all this the so-called health issues. Society is facing the severe health crisis, and doesn't have proper health, and suffering from the hundreds of diseases. It's all because of we left our so-called the great wisdom, and now we are following the Western sciences. Because of that, we are suffering today. If you just start following our ancient sciences, ancient wisdom, and Ayurveda and all that, you'll be always healthy. Like, you'll be preventing all the diseases. prevention, curing, everything will be great, my dear friends, right? So anyway, anyhow, so what you need to do is use this copper vessel for the filtration, but very careful. So once you keep the water overnight, 6 to 8 hours, next day morning you can use the same water for drinking and cooking everything. But you have to clean that all the vessel, the inner walls must be cleaned properly with the help of the so-called lemon with lemon with the salt. Otherwise, take the tamarind, no, nicely rub inside, and then wash with the normal water. Then only it will be ready to use for next time. Otherwise, that itself become a poisonous for you. Okay. Why does it become poisonous? Because it has attracted all the chemicals, bacteria, virus, everything towards the walls of the inner walls of the copper vessel. So that makes the lot that makes that lot of toxins are fixed, affixed or pasted to the walls of the inner this so-called copper vessel. So that is why we have to clean before using next time. So we have to first clean and then we have to utilize. Okay, that's very important. So try to do this. So friends, so this is how what we need to do is, so we need to go on. This especially drinking water is a big subject. Especially go into the Mata TV and search for my earlier videos. You'll get a lot of videos on drinking water itself. I have done 4 continuously. Okay. Anyhow, I'm just briefing one by one to you. So now, so what is the amount of water one should drink? See, if you want to decide how much amount of water one supposed to drink is, if you have weight of, for example, 60 kgs, so 6% of that is 3.6 liter per day. So then how to drink the water? What is the method of drinking water? Yes, morning when you woke up, so try to drink about either lukewarm water, whatever is. So lukewarm water, if you drink, is better. Just for the stool passing and all, the proper excretion is very, very good. Take about 0.75 liter or 1 liter water. So right, so you should the water drinking method also like this. You have to take the water sip by sip, not at a time. You should not take any water, for example. Okay, the morning also. So take sip by sip. So about 0.75 to 1 liter you take. Okay, that is the early morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, like that, for the proper excretion. That's over. Now before the breakfast, maybe 7, 8 o'clock, right? So if you want to drink, so in between breakfast and 5 o'clock, maybe one glass of water. Then during the breakfast or before the break, just before the breakfast or during the breakfast, after the immediate breakfast, no water should be consumed. If at all you have any difficulty in swallowing food, take one sip of water in the during the food, during you are consuming the food. I'm telling you. Otherwise, just after the food, never drink any water. Okay, that is going to nullify, that is going to destroy the inner juices, digestive juices which are generated on site inside. That's why actually Jatragni. Okay, it will be pacified. It will be completely cooled down. Then what happened? It leads to indigestion. It leads to acidity problem, gastric problems, many, for example, like that. So now, after you finish the morning, you finish the breakfast, then leave the gap of 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Take three again 150 ml. That is one glass of water. Okay, and again before the lunch, so maybe before 1 hour lunch, again take one more glass of water, about 150 ml. That's a 300 ml over, right? Now lunch is over. Just before lunch, just after lunch, no water. Okay, again leave 1 hour, 1.5 hour gap. Take another 150 ml. So so like that, another 150 ml, like that you take. So probably, like, if you have your dinner planned about at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, before that also you can consume another 300 or 600 ml, right? And of course the dinner is over. So after the dinner is over, before you go to the bed, just before half an hour, 45 minutes, you can have one glass of basically, by the time you go to the bed, make sure that whatever you have eaten, it should be digested. Okay, then you can have small amount, one glass of water, lukewarm water, before going to the bed. That's all, right? So that is the method of drinking water, my dear friends. And water has the memory power. Yes, this is also very, very important. And everyone should know this. The water has got highest memory power. Whatever you do in front of water, if you scold somebody, if you use the wrong language, wrong words, it is going to remember that, my dear friends. That is why in temples they like a tirtha they give. They do a lot of chanting, in front of the god, so that in front of the god they used to keep a tumbler of water, so that will get energized. Okay, then that becomes a tirtha. That's why they give the tirtha water, right? So in the form of tirtha they give water. So that is so energetic water. So they cure a lot of diseases, friends. So why does it happen is because water will acquire whatever is happening around this, around the water, it will acquire. That's why, so you are continuously, in your house also, you have always storage of water, but you'll be using wrong language, wrong words, negative language, negative words, all that. That's not good. It's going to be harmful for you, because it, remember, when you drink that water, that will go inside, that negative vibrations that will be consumed by you, it is going to harm you indirectly, friends. That is why, so water has got highest memory power, highest life force in it. Okay, it's very, very important. And also to purify this water, so to purify this water, to make the, always, to make the water as energetic water, what you should do is, on the top of the water can keep one pyramid. For example, you see, so for a little water bottle, one water bottle, small water bottle, I keep this always, right? This small, 4-inch pyramid, I keep on the top of the, for example, this bottle is there. I keep here like this. Okay, if I keep like this for 1 hour, 2 hours, my water will be energized. Very simple, right? Like that. So there are other pyramids of 9-inch by 9-inch. All this you can keep on the big water bottle. So like that, grains are there, vegetables are there, fruits are there. On the top of that, you can have pyramids always to energize, especially. So this is the brief about every point of, related to the drinking water, my dear friends. Very, very important. Remember that. Okay, it will be helpful in your future. Now, so I'll be teaching you today one memory point. So remember, this memory point is very, very useful for you. So in future, like, you can teach your kids, before going to school, activate this memory point and go and sit in the class. Otherwise, you also, if you are learning, coming to this session, activate this point and sit in the class. You'll learn great, and your memory power concentration will be highest. I'm telling you. Even kids also, every day they go to class. They have to, whatever they listen, they have to remember. They have to focus 100%. Concentration should be greater. For all that, what you need to do is, you have to teach this point, and what I'm teaching you as a part of acupressure, the memory point activation. It's very, very useful, friends. So use this always, and then it will be giving you wonderful results. And for the kids and you, everybody, for the matter of improving your concentration, memory power. Simple. So what are these points on the face? Okay, 2 points are there. Remember this point. I told you for epilepsy, right? Same point. Activate this. You know, like before sitting in the class, your kid also, before writing the exam also. Okay, activate whatever he learned, whatever he studied, he'll remember a lot, and he can produce on the examination paper easily. Now, before going to exam, activate this 10 times. Okay, 10 times, 20 times. You can do that. Again, one more point here. This also. Press it slowly, slowly press it. So this point also in between both eyebrows, right? This point, third eye chakra point. These 2 points were related to the memory power and concentration. Okay. Now, what happened to other friends? You don't have video facility. Nobody's having video facility. Whenever I'm teaching this, at least try it out. Okay. What is the problem for you? Hmm? At least try it out. No, are you losing anything out of this? You try it out. Whatever the technique I'm telling. You should touch your, well, whatever I'm teaching you, just touch it. Whatever I'm doing, you do it. So it will be easy for you, to remember. Otherwise, you may forget also sometime, right? Anyway, so now see, the other important technique I'm going to teach you, glucose in the body. My dear friends, you have to be so aware of the glucose. You must be having greater control on the glucose content within your blood. Okay. So always remember, see, first of all, the glucose is generated in the plants, especially in the plants. When the plants are growing, there is something called photosynthesis. With the help of CO2, with the help of water, with the help of the sun rays, so the plant will prepare something called glucose in it. Glucose, it will be prepared by itself. Okay. The same glucose will be conveyed to us in the form of leaves, in the form of stems, in the form of fruits, in the form of vegetables, all that. When we consume that, when you consume all of that, grains, vegetables, fruits, all this we will consume, right? Oils, edible oils, whatever we take. Through that, what happen? It will be supplied to us in the form of so-called, so all this, right? Carbohydrates, vitamins, proteins, all this. So in the form of that, it will be supplied to us. Then we eat that. We eat that, and then it will be digested. Once it is digested, it produces something called glucose. So once it is, any food you take, friends, any food you take, once it is digestion is over, so then the energy what is produced out of this is, that is called glucose. This glucose is especially, how much glucose should be there in a normal healthy person? So we have about 5 to 6 liters of blood. 5 to 6 liters of blood we have. In that, there is a 5 to 6 grams of glucose all the time, very much required. All the time. Essential component is 5 to 6 grams only. But are we ensuring that this presence of only 5 to 6 grams? No. We are eating what? We are eating left and right. No, uncontrolled food, uncontrolled input, basically. For example, so generally what happens? All of a sudden we go and drink one cool drink. Otherwise, we take something called sugar-based sweets. When we eat all this, what happens? Suddenly, the glucose will be jumped inside our blood. How much it goes? 45 grams, 100 grams, 150 grams. How do you digest this now? You can't digest this amount of high amount of the glucose which is produced within you. Then what will happen? The undigested this glucose which will be flowing through the blood, right? So if it is existing for more time, then liver and pancreas. So they have got their own plan. What do they do? So they see for some time you are not doing any physical work, you are not consuming such kind of a glucose. You are sitting and working always, and you are not even going for walking. They're not even running, walking, jogging, nothing is there, right? So then what will be decided by your pancreas and so-called liver is they take this glucose, convert into triglycerides, glucogen packets, and also the fat cells, and also finally so-called the cholesterol, my dear friends. So like this, it will convert. By converting this, where do they go and keep storage? They keep the storage along with the liver, so around the liver, around the pancreas, and also inside the blood itself. Inside the blood itself, all the veins, the inner walls of the veins will be coated with so-called this cholesterol and fat component. Even you will become obesity, and the obese will be increased around the waist and the thighs and everywhere. It will go on paste. Now you become obesity person. You become diabetic. You become IBP. You become so heart patient. Everything will come, friends. So these are the problems you face because of the glucose. Then what we should do? we should we should have the proper and great control on the input food what we are taking. What kind of food we should take? Try avoiding carbohydrates, try avoiding all the so-called sugar based sweets and whatever it may be. Okay, if you avoid all these things, then what will happen is your replacement of, for example, we eat chapati, we eat the white rice. These are two dangerous things. You have to immediately leave it. Then what you should do? Replace them is, so the siridhanyas, that is millets. Okay, bajra roti, so ragi mudde, right? And other than that, jowar, right? Jowar, and then java godi. So these are very good, friends. So in the place of pure white rice, unpolished rice, the polished rice, very dangerous. Polished rice, and also the rice which you purchase from the outside market, inorganic rice, very, very dangerous. Okay, please avoid white rice, pure, the polished white rice, and so-called the godi, the wheat powder. These two things, chapati immediately cut off. No more chapati, friends. So especially white rice and chapati, these two things, the input material, whatever we get, white rice and wheat, they are grown with a lot of chemicals, loaded with the chemicals, right? So they are grown with a lot of chemicals. Then if you eat them, it will go inside and it will harm your health. That's where you're losing your immunity power. That's why you're getting attacked with a lot of diseases from outside. So be careful about this. So if you follow this, it is good. And then all your see if you start taking especially millets have got highest amount of fiber. Any food you take with highest amount of highest amount of fiber is going to be helping a lot. Okay, that is why the millets you take, so at least in a week, so one millet for 2 days, another millet for 2 days, another millet for 2 days. White rice may be unpolished rice. So organic rice, if you wanted, you can include one day at least in a week. That's okay. So that will help you, friends. So remember this, then follow this. Otherwise, you'll be facing a lot of problems. The reason source for all diseases in the physical body is the excessive presence of the glucose within the blood. Remember this point. Okay. Now let's learn about the mudra for the back pain. I have another 5 to 7 minutes. Within that, whatever possible, I will try to cover. Friends, see here. So one mudra is a wonderful mudra in order to remove. It works like injection for the back pain, lower back pain, L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. Okay. On the spinal cord, we have totally 24 water bars. In 24 water bars, the below water bars called the top water bars are called C1, C2, C3, C4, C4, C7. And the lower is L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. So these are actually L1 to L5, this is called lower back pain. Many people will be suffering lower back pain. Very, very wonderful mudra is there. This is called Merudanda Mudra. let's practice now, and you can practice and practice yourself whenever you have any time back pain, lower back pain. Just put this mudra 3 to 5 minutes. I challenge and I promise you that you will come out of it, and then you can start working again. Such a wonderful mudra. It works like a injection, urgent injection. Okay. Now let's start how to practice. See here, these two hands. Start practicing. Don't see me only. Start practicing. Okay. So don't feel shy. Why you are, it's whatever you are seeing me, you should practice there itself. Right. Now see here. Slowly, this left finger, okay, index finger, you take it, and the first cut here. Just touch here. Half of the thumb finger. Touch here. Then this thumb should be placing on this. This is the one. On the left hand, this is the mudra. Then keep it like this. Keep on tight. Now come to the right one. Right one. What we should do here? You see here. This little finger, this middle finger. Okay, middle finger touch with the thumb. Other two fingers straight. Other two straight. Keep it like this. Keep on thighs. Okay, keep on thighs. Start practicing. Start practicing for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, how much ever. But you will be relieved immediately. So this is called Merudanda Mudra. What is Merudanda means? Spinal column. It's called, the other name for spinal column is called Merudanda. Okay. Now after this mudra, so another five more minutes for Prana Mudra. Prana Mudra practice. Then your so-called the chikitse or treatment for your lower back pain is done. No more doctor, no more medicine. As simple as that. Okay. Please remember this. Let's practice. Okay. Now, so my dear friends, so this is the thing. So now the acupressure for back pain, same back pain. I will give you some more points for the lower back pain, especially, and also the back pain, any back pain. That means lower and middle and then upper. Okay. Lower back pain, I have given the wonderful mudra. You have practiced now. And I also going to teach one more acupressure point for lower back pain that also you can practice. Okay. What is that? See on the back side of the hand, this joint is there, no? On the joint, especially on the joint, and here, one point is here. It's called lumbar region point. Lumbar region point. This point. Okay. This point. So you start activating. Start activating. Press, release. Press, release. So this point, I'll send you the picture. You can see there also. Okay. So that means this cut here, especially here, especially exactly like this. This called lumbar region point. This for lower back pain. Please remember. And again, any back pain other than lower, the middle and upper. So what are the points especially? See here. See here. All the tips of the fingers. Press each 10 times. This four. Okay. Again, hip. There is a hip point is there. Hip point. Anytime you got hip pain, right? So activate this point. This point is called a hip point. 10 times. Press, release. Okay. And again, so this is the back pain. This is the back. Your back is connected to these points. These are the energy points. Okay. So just keep giving the pressure here. Keep giving the pressure here. Okay. This one. You can go on massage like this. Okay. So this is going to relieve your back pain permanently. Okay. Understood? Hope you got the point. Now we are going to learn about I think another two or three more techniques. I have number of techniques. I used to teach Kannada session everywhere. I have hundreds of techniques, but I'm teaching only so 16, 17, 18 techniques. That's all. Okay. Right. So I'm going to teach now enema technique, friends. So what is enema? Enema is basically detoxification technique. For example, anybody suffering from acidity, constipation, and piles, all this, no, very, very useful. What it does is, so especially from the rectum, we have a enema kit. Okay, you can buy outside. You can do yourself at your home. You don't need any doctor for this. Okay, with a just plain and your body temperature water. That's enough for that. Okay, there's a small tank. One long tube will be there. Okay, long tube and now nozzle to control. Fill the tank, the water, and normal water, normal plain with the body temperature water. That's all. Okay. And then if you go into the near toilet, you sit, and then you connecting that pipe through the rectum. Okay. That process also I'm going to send you the PDF. Go through the process. I'm just explaining you. You can again go word by word, sentence by sentence. You read it, no problem. Okay. Erect it. about 3 inch it has to go inside, the 10 centimeters it has to go into the rectum, and then start pumping the water until the water is completed. Then it gets into the so-called the large intestine. All the water go into the large intestine, something called colon, right? So it go inside and leave it for some time. Then take out that nozzle pipe completely. Then sit there near to the toilet. Okay, leave for some time, for 5 minutes. Then entire whatever so-called the which is collected, which is not gone to the outside, the stools which are deposited, the stools which are stuck over there. So because of constipation issue, because of so-called acidity issue, indigestion issue, all that, no. So that is which is stuck over there for long time, also years together, everything will go out, friends. Likewise, every day you must practice 2 times, morning and evening. 7 days you practice, you will see major difference within your physical body. Okay, even somebody is not feeling well, they must practice 3 weeks continuously, every day, morning, evening, like that, 7 days. That means 3 weeks. That is total 21 days they must practice. Then they'll get a wonderful result, great results, no doubt about it. Okay, so this is the wonderful technique. It's called enema technique, friends. Please follow that. Then take the great benefits out of this. Okay, and benefits of enema. Wonderful, right? So they like it will cleanse the complete all the large intestine, everything. It will completely all the toxins, waste, heavy metals which are present in your physical body. It will, what it does is it will improve the skin immunity, and blood pressure will be decreased, energy levels will be increased, weight loss will be ensured, constipation problems will go, fatigues, any fatigue will go out, headache due to constipation will go out, backaches due to constipation will go out. Okay, all this will be happen because of the just enema process. So remember this, then start practicing it. So my dear friends, with this I am ending my the holistic lifestyle part 3, the third Saturday today. So we are ending our session now. So thank you so much. Dhanyavad. Right. Any questions? Any small sharing of your experience you can do? Another 1 more minute, then we will be ending the session. Right.
Good
Yeah.
evening, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this wonderful session.
Yeah.
And the mudras would be very, very useful, especially in emergencies. So these days, a lot of people are getting into the issues of heart strokes and stuff like that. I wanted to share a little bit of my experience so that everybody can benefit from what I have
Yeah.
gone through.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A few years ago, I had diabetes. I was following the normal routine diet, rice and wheat and all that stuff, because I did not know much about it. Later on, I changed my diet totally. I went to a low carb diet. And recently, I came to know about millets. And for 2 years, I've been only on millet diet. There's no diabetes, absolutely. I am not using any medication, nothing. Many other things also included myself. So I just thought of sharing this with everybody so that
Wonderful.
whatever you have explained today, people can adopt it and gain this benefits. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, friends. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad. So, Subratri.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So let's meet on Monday. Right. Thank you.